Hey everyone, Brian here with my review of issue 1, as you can see right there, 199 of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is part 2 in this 3-part finale, I guess final confrontation against Eggman, Robotnik, whatever you want to call him, and basically the lead-in into issue 200, or the 200th issue. For me, I thought this issue was pretty good. I thought it was a good lead-in. I love the fact that they nodded towards there was a lot of nods, nostalgic nods towards the 50th issue, because we all know that the 50th issue, what it was about and what happened there, and I love the nods. I love how Tails kind of explains, and Antoine and Bunny all reminisce at the fact that when they did something similar like this before, or when something similar like this took place before, which was in issue 50, as we all remember, most of them were prisoners. In other words, Tails and Rotor, of course, as you remember, were being held prisoner and captive in Knothole thanks to Drago. We all remember that. And of course, Bunny and Antoine were held prisoner in the Down Under prison camp. And so I loved how they reminisced of the fact that they couldn't be a part of the final confrontation, the final battle then, but they're finally getting to be a part of it now. And I love Sally's acknowledgement. I love what she says. If I can get this out for a second, hold on for a second. Oops, sorry. Hold on for a second. Sorry about the camera going down there, but hold on. Trying to get this out. Just got it today, believe it or not. Just got it today. Like I said, I love the nods. Here it is. Here's what I'm talking about right here. This page right here. I love how Sally, because like I said, this is the page where they all, do that acknowledgement towards that final battle against Robotnik in the original Robotnik in issue 50. His Tails kind of reminiscing of it, saying, that the last time that they were prisoners for most of the fight. In other words, they were a part of it, but they weren't really a part of it because of the being captured and everything, like I said earlier. And then here you have Bunny and Antoine agreeing with Tails. And in fact, Bunny says here that, he makes a good point, that this is actually the first time, as she says here, and as I mentioned, that they're able to do this all together because of their imprisonment in the Down Under camp. But like I said, this is what I was talking about. I love what Sally says here. Because they're all acknowledging the fact that they were prisoners, and Sally kind of acknowledges what happened to her when she says, "Hey, I got you all beat." When she basically says, "Hey, I got you all beat at that. While you were prisoners, I was practically dead." Basically acknowledging the fact that, she was in a coma, but everyone thought she was dead. So I love that little acknowledgement on Sally's part. Overall, though, this is a very good issue. A lot of nods towards, like I said, issue 50, and to encounters past and present. I love the acknowledgement here of between Vector and Julie Sue. I like how Vector kind of asks Julie Sue if it feels weird blasting her old comrades. And she says, "Hey, they're no longer my comrades." And that was a long time ago. And Vector has to point out, well, yeah, that's true, but you're still wearing the tech armor. In other words, you're still wearing that cybernetic stuff that they always are proud about. And of course, you have advertisements and everything. And, overall, it's a great issue, no doubt about it. And then over here, like I was talking about earlier, the past encounters of past and present. Now here I like the kind of situation here with Julie Sue and Knuckles. Julie Sue is asking Knuckles basically if he's going to feel all right going through with this, taking out the Dark Legion. And Knuckles says, "Hey, look, even though the last part of our people, the last half of our people, they're still working for Eggman. Basically fighting against them and stopping them is for their own good." In other words, he's saying, "Hey, I still care about them, and I still want to protect them, but, if I have to fight them because they're working for Eggman to knock some sense into them and all that, it's for their own good. So that's a good exchange right there. I love very humorous scene here with Lein-Da and Snively. Lein-Da, as she's reporting to Snively about what's going on, kind of notices the smell, like, you wearing cologne and everything, so. And basically, he's kind of like, yes, it's quite the scent, isn't it? And she says, well, you could say that. You got a nose bigger than mine. And then here's what gets me. I think this is one of the very few times any of the characters, human characters, have ever called the Mobians animals. It makes you wonder if maybe he feels as though they're beneath him. Now here we have the exchange between, like I said, this is what I'm talking about, encounters of past and present, because we have an acknowledgement to 118 here between Dimitri and Knuckles, because Dimitri reminds Knuckles that, hey, you once saved my life. Overall, this is a tremendous issue as I go through the pages here. And then this next page here really gets me. After Sonic says, hey, look, what I'm about to do is just what we normally do and what we've normally done throughout this whole war. I want to run in, fight Eggman, if I need backup, you guys come in. But then here's what really gets me. Now, I know a lot of fans, a lot of haters, if you will, may not like this, and a lot of supporters will. But this scene, I believe, is a hint of things to come. I truly believe that. Because if you have this issue, this is a hint, I believe, of things to come, whether you want to admit it or not. And then here, though, I'm very questionable about this scene, though. I don't think they want to go in any direction there, because, well, honestly, I think this is just Amy trying to show her love for Sonic, but, excuse me. But Sonic's basically saying, yeah, well, thanks. Basically not showing what to do. Basically what's going on here with the scene that I see is that they all know that he's going into possibly the final battle, that he's going into a trap. And that if he's going in there, and they're going to have to come watch his back afterwards, or come when he needs their help, that before they do that, they just know what's going on. Because let's not forget, the last time Sonic did something like this, it was in 125. Let's not forget that. So, anyway, here we have Sonic charging in, and he notices that something is just, not right. Something feels off, something's up. And, of course, we know what's up. Basically, Snively is planning on, I guess, getting rid of both Sonic and his uncle at the same time. Which I feel this plan of Snively's, be honest with you, I said this on my Mobius forum comment, I think it's going to blow up in his face. I just know it. It's going to backfire on him. So here we have Sonic finally going in, and of course, he's going into his final confrontation with Eggman. He references the last time they did this with the fact of no repeat of your armor from last time, which was 175. And so this is the final confrontation, the beginning of it, between Eggman and Sonic. Eggman's in his egg spider robot. So basically telling, Sonic, this is the end, you won't leave here alive, and this is basically the final confrontation right here. But which will be leading us right into that issue. But overall, I have to say that this issue was, like I mentioned on the Mobius forum, was pretty good. Overall, great lead-in, great nostalgic nods to a lot of previous issues, especially issue 50. I like, even though they didn't acknowledge it, I like how when you read that panel before Sonic goes to confront Eggman, Robotnik, how they're all kind of like telling him, hey, be careful, take care of yourself, watch your back, basically, because of what happened in 125, I believe. So, but overall, it's a very, very good issue. I'm not going to take anything away. Ian did a great job in writing this. Tracy did a great job in drawing it. Great lead-in into the next issue, into 200th issue, and I can't wait for that. Overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. Great lead-in, and this is, and the anticipation, I think, really, really going to get to a lot of people, and just to find out who this person is very intriguing and is going to be worth it. So that's my review for 199 of Sonic the Hedgehog comic book. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you all next time. Peace.